Like TeddyGrey on stuff, whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
Outcast Gang, one that I know many of you have been waiting for, returns by NF. I have the lyric video. The next ones that are coming up, don't worry, I will be doing the videos for them. I found a way to get around it. Thank you to all of you in the comments who helped me get around it. So, without further ado, please like, comment, subscribe if you're watching this on the premiere. Hit the live chat button, come and talk to me. I'll be over there with everybody else. The whole community's waiting. Be a part of it. Let's go. Always a sample with NF, man. That's not NF though.
What is perfect, not me, I've been overworking for weeks. I go home and purchase some things that I know will not fill my needs. Have a dose of what I've achieved and get lonesome and I critique who I am and what I believe make up standards too high to reach. Untrained animal off the leash, I'm in panic, but yet relieved. Brought your hammock to hang with me, grab a hatchet, cut down your...
First of all, there's absolutely no way I'm not watching this without these. Second of all, let me turn this volume up 1 second. That's so disrespectful to Nate. I'm so sorry. My brother, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize it was going to be like this. Ugh. Who said I was ready?
What is perfect, not me, I've been overworking for weeks. I go home and purchase some things that I know will not fill my needs. Have a dose of what I've achieved and get lonesome and I critique who I am and what I believe make up standards too high to reach. Untrained animal off the leash, I'm in panic, but yet relieved. Brought your hammock to hang with me, grab a hatchet, cut down your tree like a mannequin.
That's so sick. The hammock, hang with me, hatchet, like the ha ha ha. The alliteration there of the ha ha ha. And obviously the hammock, hang with me, hatchet, cut down your tree, because hammocks are often posted to trees and then you put a hammock in between them. Hang there. Hammock, hang with me, hatchet. Okay. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. This sample crazy.
What is perfect, not me, I've been overworking for weeks. I go home and purchase some things that I know will not fill my needs. Have a dose of what I've achieved and get lonesome and I critique who I am and what I believe make up standards too high to reach. Untrained animal off the leash, I'm in panic, but yet
And also I just want to say, oh God, this is going to take a while already, off top. Jesus. So, overworking for weeks. So again, there's the compound syllables. Overworking for weeks. I go home and purchase some things that I know will not fill my needs. Of a dose of what I've achieved. And then in the next set, it's totally different. So it's the a syllable instead of the o syllable. He's still right, and the ending syllable is still the e. But now the syllable, the rhyming syllable within the bar is now the a. So it was untrained animal, so I went whereas before it was oh no. His use of syllabics is beautiful. I love it. Let's go all the way from the top. I don't care. Go elsewhere, please.
What is perfect, not me, I've been overworking for weeks. I go home and purchase some things that I know will not fill my needs. Have a dose of what I've achieved and get lonesome and I critique who I am and what I believe make up standards too high to reach. Untrained animal off the leash, I'm in panic, but yet relieved. Brought your hammock to hang with me, grab a hatchet, cut down your tree like a mannequin that can speak. What I have in store is unique. I just mop the floors with MCs, I can't stop until they...
Brev. There's like a mannequin that can speak. What I have in store is unique. Like if you, mannequins are in a store. If you had one that could speak, that would be a unique thing. What I have in store is unique. Like what I'm bringing to the table is unique, but I'm like a mannequin that can speak. And that's also it's giving me the impression that he's trying to say that he's been muted in this game. Or he appears to be. Like a mannequin that can speak. and everybody looking shocked at him because they thought he was something he wasn't. Let's go.
But yet really brought your hammock to hang with me. Grab a hatchet, cut down your tree like a mannequin that can speak. What I have in store is unique. I just mop the floors with MCs. I can't stop until things are clean. I'm an amateur's what you think, so you stand there in disbelief till I dislocate both your feet. That's what happens, you step to me. Not too graphic, but not PG. Lots of action in every scene. I'm kidnapping all of your dreams. Hold them hostage and watch them scream. Grab a side, I am what I advertise. Don't matter, you put it, we live, then we have to die. You might hate it, but you can't deny. See everything that I've been doing got me looking like a mastermind.
Rev, everything in my house is getting thrown. I don't care. This is a... Oh. I was so sure he was going to do mastermind. I was so sure he was going to rhyme it with pantomime. You know, how he talks about things being fake and stuff. Pantomime would have fit perfectly there. I mean, he might still be on that same scheme. And do you know what? Shut up. If you don't want to be here, goodbye.
What is perfect, not me, I've been overworking for weeks. I go home and purchase some things that I know will not fill my needs. Have a dose of what I've achieved and get lonesome and I critique who I am and what I believe make up standards too high to reach. Untrained animal off the leash, I'm in panic, but yet really brought your hammock to hang with me. Grab a hatchet, cut down your tree like a mannequin that can speak. What I have in store is unique. I just mop the floors with MCs. I can't stop until things are clean. This is what you think, so you stand there in disbelief till I dislocate both your feet.
That's what happens, you step to me.
Not too graphic, but not PG.
That's reminding me of a bar that he had in Motto. What was it? Something about a high horse. I hope you break both your legs falling off your horse. Was that the, or did he say high horse? Or was that just what I inferred from it? It was something along those lines anyway, but he was talking about breaking your legs, breaking your feet. Just to stop people coming at him, or stop them from running away. Because he's the one coming after MCs, so you got to think they're running away from him. That's why he needs their legs broke. Holy, not too graphic, but not PG. Oh, and he also said that as well. He was like, "Oh, I don't talk about women graphically," something like that. Or that's what he was referring to. Because I swear he said something about not being PG before, or not being censored, or something like that, or being censored. Or that he's not too graphic with women. Something like that. He said it in Outcast, that was the one. I'm getting better, guys, I'm getting better. We get in there.
I was with MCs, I can't stop until things are clean. I'm an amateur's what you think, so you stand there in disbelief till I dislocate both your feet. That's what happens, you step to me. Not too graphic, but not PG. Lots of action in every scene. I'm kidnapping all of your dreams. Hold them hostage and watch them scream. Grab a side, I am what I advertise. Don't matter, you put it, we live, then we have to die. You might hate it, but you can't deny. See everything that I've been doing got me looking like a mastermind. It's so game, but I vandalize that I do what you fantasize. And took a vision of my dreams and I found a better way that I can make it. I've been looking, think I'm really about to maximize it. These bullets form in my mind, they come out my mouth then. For anyone out there doubting, I acting mouthy. Forget what you heard about me, I've been astounding.
No, I'm really hoping that the beat's not about to drop here, because I don't have enough things in this room that I can throw. These gunshots on a Nate track. Like, it feels a little bit out of place, I won't lie to you, but that's just because, not because I see him as a Christian rapper, but I see him as a good guy, you know? That's the way that I put it. I see him as one of the good guys. One of the guys that doesn't need things like that in order to make a track pop. Do you know what I mean? However, he's not talking about real bullets. These bullets form in my mind. They come out of my mouth. So he's talking about the fact that what he spits, it's so dangerous to people, it almost comes across as bullets, like a weapon. That ties into the whole words are weapons. Whoa! You know, if he'd have gone into that as a scheme, I would have dislocated both his fucking legs for him.
You might hate it, but you can't deny. See everything that I've been doing got me looking like a mastermind. It's so game, but I vandalize that I do what you fantasize. And took a vision of my dreams and I found a better way that I can make it. I've been looking, think I'm really about to maximize it. These bullets form in my mind, they come out my mouth then. For anyone out there doubting, I acting mouthy. Forget what you heard about me, I've been astounding. Something for you thinking you might run circles round me. Yeah, ain't this all I ever wanted? That's a fact, no not amuse you. Look what I did, brought you something, hope you like it. So precise, the floating nice is so productive. Stop you whining, back in style like I was vinyl. I make songs and they go viral. Something's off if I go idle. Been so long.
Rev, he's spoken about vinyl quite a few times now. Let me find out NF's a vinyl nerd. He spoke about that motto saying like, and again, this is kind of just what I inferred from it, but he was definitely speaking about it, like thumbing through crates of CDs and vinyls and stuff, like that's how it used to be back in the day when music was good. Screws are loose and need them tight and not amuse you. Look what I did, bought you something, hope you like it. So precise, the flows are nice, it's so productive, stop you whining.
Them tight and not amuse you. Look what I did, brought you something, hope you like it. So precise, the floating nice is so productive. Stop you whining, back in style like I was vinyl. I make songs and they go.
The only thing that's missing from this, like from Nate as an artist, for me personally, is just a little bit of vocal inflection. And I know he's capable of it because he's sung so beautifully on hooks. So I know he has the vocality to be able to do that. I appreciate more than anything the fact that he just raps his ass off and sometimes doesn't even give you a hook. Like, that's impressive to me, to not even give a hook. In today's age, the pop era, to not give a hook and just rap your ass off for 3 or 4 minutes, you have to applaud him. But one thing I will say is that sometimes his flows warrant that little bit of vocal inflection. And I feel like Nate could, like, it's almost like it's like a flex without even saying it. Because he's not saying, oh look, I'm singing. But if he did that, put a little bit of a vocal inflection on there, it's a flex without flexing. Just to say, Rev, look, I can do your shit little rap flows, but I can also do this new thing. Check it out. Check it out. What am I, from the fucking 90s? I am, actually.
Hope you like it. So precise, the floating nice is so productive. Stop you whining, back in style like I was vinyl. I make songs and they go viral. Something's off if I go idle. Been so long, yeah, okay, I know. Take your shoes off, you're in my home. You got fans, but not like I do. Yeah, hateful I try to be, can't contain what's inside of me. They don't like the sight of me, cause I lack in compliancy. I question what I can see if you're not playing my CD. No expiring, I'll decide when I think it's my time to leave. Yeah, cause hate won't retire me, it inspires me to be inspiring. When I'm low, I feel like I'm spiraling, pushing.
He's done that so often as well. He uses a word and then basically uses the same word. It inspires me to be inspiring. He's done that so many times. That again seems like an NF staple, is to like use the same word twice. But he uses it in different places within the bar, because obviously his syllabic structures are different between flows. So sometimes that word needs to be placed in a different place, and sometimes the former syllable is the 3-syllable bar, so he'd need to change those around sometimes. Knowing that he does that within his bars and seeing how he works that means that I know that he proofreads all his stuff. He doesn't just go in the booth, say what he says, and then that's it, deal with it. He goes through them, you know? Fire. Absolutely fire.
Yeah, cause hate won't retire me, it inspires me to be inspiring. When I'm low, I feel like I'm spiraling, pushing forward, look, I can't ignore it. There ain't no I in team, but drop the TNA. Sometimes if I'm being honest, feels like it's only me. No defeat, no to bleed, but I have it right if you're quoting me. Write my name on your hit list, it might be the last time.
Well, when I'm low, I feel like I'm spiraling, pushing forward, look, I go and ignore it. There ain't no I in team, but drop the T and A. M. Is he dissing Eminem? Drop the T and... There ain't no I in team, but drop the T and A. Then you've got M. There ain't no I in team. So what's he saying by that? There ain't no I in team, but drop the T and A. So he's breaking the team apart, and there's only M left. Is that a hit at the fact that he had D12 and only really M did anything? That's a reach. That's a reach. Sometimes, if I'm being honest, feels like it's only me. Oh my god. There ain't no I in team, right? But drop the T and A, I feel like it's only me. Oh my god, if he meant that, I hate that bar so much. I feel like it's only me. But it's not me, it's M. You'd have to change those around. And you haven't told us that you've changed those around. So now we're having to do the mental work because you couldn't explain that through a bar. That's lazy writing. There ain't no I in team, but drop the T and A. Sometimes, if I'm being honest, feel like it's only me. Unless this is a diss at M, if he meant me, that's lazy writing. Because that only explains half of that bar. That's very lazy writing. Which is very off-brand for Nate. So this better have been a diss at Eminem. Because it's M. Drop the T and A, you get M. You drop the T and A, nobody would say, oh, you're left with me. Nobody would say that. Because you'd be left with E and M. Oh, I don't know. That seems like lazy writing to me. But you let me know what you think in the comment section. I know a lot of you are going to be like, man, you just hate him. I don't hate him. If you think that, you're an idiot.
Feel like I'm spiraling, pushing forward, look, I can't ignore it. There ain't no I in team, but drop the T and A. Sometimes, if I'm being honest, feels like it's only me. No defeat, notably, but I have it right if you're quoting me. Write my name on your hit list, it might be the last time you wrote something. Rip that cocky smile right off your face for thinking you're close to me. Grab a can of gasoline, light it all over your self-esteem. Selfishly watching you helplessly pretend.
Oh! See what I mean? See what I mean? Like, how good... This is why it's off-brand for him. Because when he says shit like this, right, wipe that cocky smile off your face. Not even wipe. Rip that cocky smile right off your face for thinking you're close to me. Like, to go to that barbaric length just for somebody having a thought. That's conviction. He doesn't even want you thinking that he's not as good as he knows he is. Which again, is why it pisses me off when I see lazy writing from Nate. And don't tell me that it wasn't lazy writing. If any of you are in the comments now like, well actually, it was... Shut the fuck up. The people that you like are allowed to be wrong, and they're allowed to be below par sometimes, okay? If you don't believe that, you are the problem. Preach. Amen. Lego.
On my planet, shoot you out of the sky like your punch. Lines you would not, landing gun, jamming, reaching your mouth and rip out your tongue. After tongue lashing, I hand them out like pamphlets in church. Pastors, show up to my funeral wearing all black and...
Jesus Christ, I'm going back for that whole thing. That whole thing. It just feels like in this last bit he's being more direct. It's more barbaric, you know. Write my name on your hit list. It might be the last thing you wrote. Ugh.
This feels like it's only me, no defeat, notably, but I have it right if you're quoting me. Write my name on your hit list, it might be the last time you wrote something. Rip that cocky smile right off your face for thinking you're close to me. Grab a can of gasoline, light it all over your self-esteem. Selfishly watching you helplessly pretend you're on my planet. Shoot you out of the sky like your punch. Lines you would not, landing gun, jamming, reaching your mouth and rip out your tongue. After tongue lashing, I hand them out like pamphlets in church. Pastors, show up to my funeral wearing all black. And what's happening? I look around and wonder where my fans at. Oh Lord, they know me so well. They know I'm not in that casket. Trash bag is probably buried somewhere full of my ashes.
And what did that mean? Because he said that he was buried in all black, and obviously he wears a lot of all black. But then he said they know I'm not in that casket. All that's telling me is that my theory about us not knowing him well, and the whole well thing meaning like we don't know him when he's fine, when he's okay. My fans, they know me well. They know I'm not in that casket. So they know that the guy dressed in all black is not me. It's never been me. So maybe the guy in white that we're getting now with Hope and Motto, and the whole album Hope, maybe the guy in white that we're getting is finally the real Nate. I'm so excited for this album because it feels like he's going to be giving us a completely different side of him that we haven't really seen before. And I hope that is the case, but I hope that it's the case for a good reason, for a positive reason. It feels like it with the album name Hope, Yeah, well, let's finish this. Let's go.
Playing with words, play with my nerves. They gon' have a list of issues long as my shirts. Very absurd, very disturbed.
He does wear long shirts.
This is not the place I was birthed. I'm generic, you sure? Oh, they think I'm very reserved. Till I open up on the beat like all my therapy work. I don't care what you heard. Real scary, carry the verse while I'm wearing my merch, stomping on your.
Real scary Carrie. Scary Carrie. Is that a person from a horror film, Scary Carrie, or is it Carrie? I don't know if it's just how. I don't know if that's a mispronunciation on either one of our parts. However, Carrie or Carrie. I swear, there was a horror film with somebody called Carrie in it, or Carrie. Scary Carrie. Or was it Scary Terry? No, that's Rick and Morty. Scary Terry. What am I doing? What is wrong with me? Real scary Carrie, the verse. Ugh. I don't know why I like that so much. I just do, okay?
I don't care what you heard. Real scary, carry the verse while I'm wearing my merch, stomping on your arrogant turf. Sit back and observe. Nah, I like to actually work. This life's so unpredictable, it just keeps pitching me curves. I take a swing, I hate the things that make me feel like I'm dirt. I patiently been waiting, please. I think it's time for my turn. My expertise are melodies, they talk to me when I'm hurt. Just let me be, eventually, someday they'll see what I'm worth. I cross my eyes and dot my T's, it makes no sense, but I've learned. Normal to you is not to me, the outcast finally returns.
Woo! I like it. However, I would have rather he'd kept up that same energy. Like, he had such a visceral energy there at the end, and then it just, like, it peaked when he was talking like, I'll rip that cocky smile off your face. It peaked there, and then just came all the way back down. I feel like maybe Nate didn't know where he wanted that track to go. You know? Because obviously he's talking about the return, and it's called Returns. He's talking about the return of the outcasts. But I feel like as a project, like as an actual song structure, I feel like he didn't know what to do with it, because it was all over the place. Like, not even just in terms of flows, the melodies as well. Sometimes it was high, sometimes it was low, but the beat never changed, so it's not like it warranted that. There was no song structure. If this was a diss towards Eminem, then I'd say very well done. I'm not actually that well versed on anything Eminem. I was always more impressed with Lil Wayne when I was a kid, so I wasn't allowed to listen to Eminem. So I'm probably not the best person to speak on whether or not NF will win against Eminem. Alright, it's public opinion, ain't it? So, I don't know, I guess fuck what I think, you know? Although you are watching this reaction, so you kind of want to know what I think. In that case, I think this was a good effort. Whoever he was talking to, whether it was M or anybody, but I just wish that he hadn't have peaked. Or that if he had peaked, he'd have just carried on at that pinnacle and not let it come down, you know? Because the beat didn't come down, so why did he? There was no need for it. Apart from possibly the last line when it was the return of the outcast, maybe he could have done that like low. You know, maybe signifying that, you know, I've got all of this off my chest now I'm calm, and that's even worse, you know? There's a lot to think about. But this was NF Returns, the reaction. You let me know who this was dissing, because it could have been dissing like a magazine or like a publication or something. I have no idea. I never want to do any like research before these things, just because I'd rather go into them blind, and at the risk of being wrong in my assumptions or my theories, my hypotheses, even at the risk of being wrong, there's a joy in it for me, for like questioning whether or not it could mean this and then putting the pieces together. Half of the time I'm completely incorrect, And I either internalise that or I'll say it out loud to you guys and say, okay, that's not the case, let's think of something else. But that's the joy in it for me, so, you know. I do care for your guys' opinion, but I've seen in the comments too many people telling me that my opinion is wrong. It's an opinion, fam. This is art. If you can no longer have an opinion on art, then this art form is dead. And you are the ones desecrating it. So please, stop. Have your opinions in the live chat, opinions in the comment section. We'll all talk and discuss. This a community, not a fucking clown show. TeddyGrey stuff, dudes.